Hey guys, Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I've talked about this in the past, and it's something that needs to be reiterated, needs to be repeated, needs to be brought to light every so often, and that is the policy review. Now, what the heck? If you haven't heard of this before, you find this new, that's fine. Please follow me here. Stay with me. A policy review is simply you going through your records, pulling out the declaration page of your insurance policy, homeowner's insurance policy we're speaking of now. I am a public adjuster. For those that don't know what a public adjuster is, public adjusters are throughout the country. We are licensed and bonded. Okay, this isn't something that I just call myself this title. This is a title that is in your different states' government, in the hierarchy there, under insurance and banking. And then you have that subcategory, public adjuster. And what that does is that's somebody who needs to, as I say, get licensed and bonded. So there's a check behind us. We've passed a certain accreditation to be able to get this license, okay? There's a checks and balances on this. In other words, we are a professional. And because of that, that gives us the ability to then help you as a homeowner when you have suffered damage to assess just the damage you've had, to look at your policy and determine the level of coverage that you have, and tie the coverage to the damage, make sure the cause is proper, and then adequately represent the homeowner to the insurance company during the claim process to make sure that they get paid fairly, excuse me, and completely. Getting a little bit dry there, sorry about that. So during that process, there's paperwork that goes back and forth. There are inspections that take place. This does not happen overnight. That's what we do. Okay, now back to what this originally was about, right? I sort of got off the track there. I'm talking about policy reviews. We have the training and background, the knowledge to interpret and understand what the average homeowner's insurance policy says. It's written in a certain language, uses certain terms that are not necessarily homeowner friendly. Because of that, the homeowner tends to have a blind trust in the insurance company. Number one, because of their aggressive and wonderful marketing campaign they do. Hundreds of millions of dollars are spent every year by insurance companies for commercials. Through this advertising, you're looking at on TV, you're looking at on billboards, you're looking at the plane that pulls that banner across the sky, right? You're looking at signs that are on buses. You know, your public transportation buses and things will have, it's a moving billboard. It's a great concept. It's a wonderful idea. And more importantly, it's extremely effective. And all the messages are always telling you how the insurance company is right there for you. Well, again, let's not go off. But because of that type of campaign, you as the homeowner, well, I have such and such insurance company, so I'm in good shape. I don't have to know what my policy says. I know I have a policy from them. Well, are you aware there's multiple levels of coverage? Yeah, that's right. For home, now there's renters, there's condo, there's landlord policies, there's tenant policies, there's all different types of things. The point is, on a homeowner's policy, there's 3 different levels. You could sort of say 4. Which one do you have? Not that, well, I have XYZ company. That doesn't tell you anything. So, and what's your deductible? What's your deductible for a hurricane or wind/hail damage? You don't know. But I have well, you see, that doesn't mean anything just because you have XYZ. That means nothing. The point is, what's printed on that paper? What does that tell you in your policy? That's what you need to know. You don't need to know who wrote it. The fact that these companies are practicing in Pennsylvania or New Jersey or Maryland or whatever state you want to mention, they should have been checked by that state to allow that insurance to come in. Now, that doesn't mean along the way a company can go awry and then start doing some unfair practices and committing these practices. But the point is that you need to know what level of coverage you have. That's where I come in. Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I can look at your policy and explain to you, this is the type of coverage. Do you know this is covered? Do you know that this is not covered? You know, if this happens, you don't have, or your protection is only $5,000. And normally when this takes place, especially with a finished basement, you could end up with $10, $15, $20, $30,000, depending on how bad it gets. And your maximum coverage is only $5,000. What's that going to do you? But you don't know that. And you're not supposed to know that. Well, let me rephrase that. We understand the majority of people don't know that. And that's why we want to offer this policy review to you. We want to help you to understand where you are on your coverage, to help you that if you are missing or if your policy is inadequate, we can give you some advice. Go to the insurance agent. We don't sell insurance. My job, I tell people all the time, is not to go out to your home, look at your policy and bash it, and then say, here we go, this policy, buy this one. I don't sell insurance. That's the other guys. What I do is I will help to make sure that insurance gets enforced. That's what our job is. We want to make sure that the insurance company, when it's time for them to make a payout, when you've suffered damage and there's a claim, to pay on the claim fairly. That's our job. That's what we do. So during the claim process, during the policy review, we want to make sure that you have a policy that is going to cover you for these different conditions so that you're adequately protected in the event something happens. Now I have some ammunition to go against the insurance company and say, look, this loss occurred. This covers this. We are able to get through these coverages, these different levels of coverages, this, and this. The protection is here. That's what we do ahead of time, not afterwards. Too many times we have a situation where you go in there and I see damage, I look at the policy, and the policy does not cover what they've just suffered. There's no coverage over this. Can't help you. I see. I mean, the insurance company will see that you've gotten damage, but it doesn't matter because you don't have the type of policy that covers for that type of damage. So what was the sense to have the coverage then? The policy, right? If it's not going to cover you for the majority, I'm not saying for every little tweak thing that, it will happen once every 3 millenniums. No, but there's everyday occurrences that some policies do not have that coverage in there for. And if they occur, you're out of luck. It's all on you. So that's what we want to do. We want to try to help you to make sure that you're paying for a policy. Make sure you're going to benefit from it. Make sure that it's comprehensive for your specific needs. It's very difficult, let me say, for the insurance company to pinpoint everything that goes on. They have a database, they put general information in, and it comes up and computes and spits out, and this is what we do for this level. But, there are so many differences from home to home to home. It's very difficult for them to be able to pinpoint and exactly get for you. There's where we can come in, because I'm only looking at your home. I'm not looking at a random sampling of the homes in this neighborhood or the homes in this region of how they've been constructed or the year they were constructed with everything. I'm looking at, here's the home, you have this, this, and this. These are the amenities. You need protection for these things. And I don't see it in your policy. You need to get it. That's what I'm here for. That's how I help you. That's the value I add. And guess what? You can't beat the prices. I've just cut it in half. It's for free. It costs you nothing. This sale's only going to go on for infinity. Okay? You can't beat that. We can offer financing. Don't worry about it. We'll trade. We'll barter. It costs you nothing. All you need to do is set an appointment up, have me come in, and let's take a look and see what you've got. Let's talk about, and if your policy is fine, I have no problem telling you that. I see policies that are adequately protecting you. Unfortunately, I see more that are not. And that's the point. How much of a gambler are you? Is your policy really going to cover you, or isn't it? Do you have the expertise to determine that, or do you need help? And that's where I can come in and I can lend that help to you for absolutely no cost whatsoever. Can't beat the deal. Guys, if you're interested, if you want to take me up on it, I'd love to. If you're not that close to me, you can always email me your policy. Let's take a look at it together. I'll talk with you over the phone, and we'll make sure that we can get you in a better situation so that you have peace of mind. And it's all, as I say, $0 out of your pocket. This is Steve Wolbach, your friendly public adjuster. I appreciate you listening. If you liked what you heard, give me one of these. If you didn't like what you heard, give me one of those. Please share it. Subscribe to my page. I've been getting a lot of subscribers lately. I really appreciate that. And that helps for more people to see this message. The more people that watch these videos and the more people that subscribe, it enables this to go into, it's something called SEO, Search Engine Optimization. That's very important on the internet. Thank you very much, guys. Have yourselves a great day, and God bless you.